Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick, and this is the place to be for everything landscape photography. Today I'm going over the best settings for landscape photography. Should be a good one. I'm going to see if I can try to keep this under 5 minutes. See what happens. Let's roll that intro. Alright, well, before we start this video, how was your guys' week? Mine, or weekend, I guess. Mine, fantastic. I learned that I hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. Thank you guys so much. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So before we start this video, if you could please hop down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell notification. It'll let you know when I upload my next video. Follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that good stuff. Links are in the description below. Let's get into this. All around, there's no actual best settings for your camera. I can only tell you what I use to get my photos. So first and foremost is the quality. I never shoot JPEG, ever. JPEG to me, I heard from another photographer, it's like driving a Ferrari in first gear and only staying in first gear. You can't really do too much with it. Shoot RAW. Everybody that I know, or every other photographer that I know shoots RAW, and why wouldn't you want to? You can manipulate the photo in so many ways. Shoot RAW. Don't shoot JPEG. Shoot RAW. Alright, tip number 2 is the camera setting mode. So if you're just starting off, I would suggest that you start with aperture priority. I sometimes use this, especially if I know I don't have a lot of time to get this photo. I'll just throw it on aperture priority, and I'm confident in my camera enough that it will figure out the ISO and shutter speed correctly. So now once you get more comfortable with your camera, I would suggest that you start learning manual mode. Manual mode is the triangle of camera settings. You got your ISO, your aperture, your shutter speed. So if you change your ISO, you're gonna have to compensate the exposure by changing your shutter speed and aperture. You change your shutter speed, you have to change your aperture and your ISO. So I'll get into that in a later video here, probably more in-depth tutorial on how to shoot manual for landscape photos. Tip number 3 is keep your ISO as low as low as possible. You don't want to be introducing noise or artifacts to your photos, so the best way to do that is to keep your ISO level low. Usually around the 100 to 160, maybe 200, if depending on your camera. Every camera is different. Every camera will introduce noise at different levels of ISO. I know for my camera, I can get away with ISO of 6400 before it starts really introducing noise and grain to my photos. So, but best practice for landscape photos, keep your ISO low. And I guess another little quick pro tip, and it actually refers back to my last video, the essential landscape photography gear. You can use your self timer setting on your camera. However, like I said, if you don't want to be timing out your photo with an additional 2-second or 10-second self timer on top of that, get yourself a cable release, or see if your camera has an app where you can control the shutter off of your phone. I think that wraps it up for today. So if you could go down below, click that like button, click that subscribe button, click that little bell notification. It'll let you know when I upload my next video. And yeah, also follow me, social media, Instagram, be part of the 1,000 followers that I already have. Facebook and Twitter. Links are in the description below. And nope, not yet. Also, please check out my website, www.nicktaylorphotography.ca. That link is also down below. Yeah, do that. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. We'll see you guys. Dramatic pause. In the next one. Peace.